Welcome to the Lucid channel. Whew. Alright, here we are. The big tier list. Give me a second here. Okay. The big tier list, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna try and be fair. So our predictions from the last one were obviously inaccurate. Balloon Boy I had way too high after everyone seeing him get folded. Actually, I want to replay the fight scene for you guys. I hope somebody has it on YouTube already. FNAF movie fight. This was so much decent, man. With health bars. I think, okay, I'm not gonna say FNAF 1 was a good movie. I'm not. I'm gonna say it was a decent movie where it had enough lore and interesting stuff in it to be, oh wow, this is gonna be a good series. Or I can't wait to see what FNAF 2 is gonna be. If this was the start, I think FNAF 2 is gonna be better. That's how I was coming out of FNAF 1. I was like, okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Don't get carried away and say it was bad. It was decent. It was decent. I'm not gonna say good. This one.
2 years after the ordeal with the animatronics, Mike and...
Let's see. There is William Afton. This guy's a great actor, though, by the way. I do gotta say that. He's a great actor. Creepy vibes right away. But you just don't play this guy as... I don't know. Maybe Michael is a bit weird, but you definitely don't put him on the antagonist side. Michael does not deserve to be on the antagonist side. That's us. That's literally saying we're the bad guys. Okay, let's skip forward. There's a perimeter being unlocked. That's exactly what I talked about with you guys. Chica's free. Mango harassing. Uh-huh. Is this it?
Appearing in their human form.
Yep, look at that. Come on, dude. Look at this. And everyone's like, woo! Yeah! Defeat the bad guys. And then it gets reset and all of them get set free. Look at the fight scene I just showed you. He possessed my aunt. I'm actually dead at it. Is that what we're seeing? This is like Lord further down the line. Anyways, man, whatever. F out of here with some Ennard. We're way too early for Ennard. We are way too early for Ennard, dude. All right. Let's get into this tier list. Okay, down the line, Balloon Boy. I think. There wasn't many corny moments with Balloon Boy. That can't happen, man. Him being possessed by Ennard, that's way too early, man. Way too early. We're way too early. Let's get into Balloon Boy. Okay, so Balloon Boy, I'm gonna say C tier. It's not as bad as he was in the first movie. If it was first movie, I'll give him automatically D or F tier. I would add it right now and be like, nope, this guy is going in F tier. I'm tired of him being the jump scare of the movie. Oh, we didn't even talk about Marionette jump scare. That was hilarious. Let me pull that up because that has me dying. Oh my gosh. Let me find this, man. Was it this one? Oh, please. Oh, wait. No. I saw it. Go back. It was this one right here. Brothers are gonna be crying when I seen this in theater. Bro, that made me cry when I seen that thing in theater, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Bro, come on, man. I like that jump scare though. To be fair, I did like that part. I did like that. That was funny. Okay, Balloon Boy C tier got folded by Mike, and I gotta bring up a really sad set of the movie. He kind of, he has the propeller on his head, so he's basically underwater for this scene. And this, I forgot who's in the water, but Mike's in the water, and Balloon Boy turns it on and starts spinning like crazy. So it becomes a drill, and he's coming towards Mike, and he's coming, and you just see him as he's getting closer to Mike, and my boy turns to me and says, "Watch him start floating, start flying." Bro, I promise you, if that happened, I walk out of the theater, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. You say D tier. I can't go D tier. I can't go D tier. He did it. That scene was okay. You know what? I'll give D tier. I actually did not like him. It's not F tier. We'll add F tier. F, and we'll do red. Add a row below. No, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, I guess we'll do the last one black. There we go. Barely could see it, but it's the unsavable point of return. D tier, he is a funny character. He is. We'll give him that much. He's not F tier. FNAF 1 Bonnie defeats Mango. What else does he do in this movie? Is that really all he does? OG animatronics only come for fight scene? I feel like we're almost forced to give him B tier, but I want to put him C. Oh my god. I think we have to go B tier. He does defeat Mango. Like, we have to give him that respect of, hey, you beat Mango. You think C? I think we have to put B. I'm going to leave it at B. Because this is, like, when you think of Mango, you think of a little, like, a hellhound. You're literally thinking of somebody that's just pure torture from the get-go. And to defeat Mango, I mean, that's mad respects. I'll give him that. Mad respects for Bonnie. That is, I mean, seriously, that's an accomplishment. To say I destroyed Mango in a fight and stomped her out, I think you're automatically B tier. I have to give it to him. Even though he doesn't get much screen time, that's the sad thing about FNAF 1 characters that did make the return, is their screen time was very limited. But yeah, what guy give him B tier? Chica. She defeats Toy Chica. That's pretty much the only scene. I'm gonna give these guys C tier. I'm gonna be generous and be like, hey, these guys didn't come out. Not yet. Okay. So we're leaving them there just because they mainly didn't come out. So we're here with the original Freddy. He takes out, I believe, Toy Freddy. He's the first one to swing. I'm telling you, he's in the front. Of all of them, I think Foxy takes out who? I forgot in the fight scene. Give Foxy B. Who does Foxy fight? Does anyone remember in chat? He fights Toy Bonnie? I guess that makes sense. I don't think I could give him B tier for that, dude. I find that one kind of goofy. He does do hook kill though. He does stomp on Bonnie. He did have the humming. Let me see that. I need to rewatch that then. FNAF 2 Foxy kill. Let me see here. If they even have it. Oh, movie. I forgot to put movie. Did he have the humming? If he has the humming, I think that's B tier. But I'll put it behind Bonnie. Just with respect to Bonnie defeating Mango, the dangerous. I don't think anyone's uploaded it yet. It might be too early. Withered Foxy was a very sad performance from him. I don't even want to rate him, to be honest. It's going to be disappointing. FNAF 2 Foxy versus Toy Bonnie. Let me see. I don't think I hear the bidding. I don't think I hear it. All this and wait, this might be what
The film opens in 1982 inside the old Freddy's Pizza restaurant, where
dog, I don't want to hear you though. I don't. I just want to see the freaking fight. This was basically. If you guys watch that, this would just know that's basically what happened in FNAF 2. Post credit, Henry Emily message. Oh yeah, I think is it this one. This is the first one, dog. Oh my heavens. That is a SIG, but I don't think I heard that. Hey, go watch this dude. This looks like a chill dude. I guess not, man. I guess not. Whatever. I wasn't recording. I was supposed to record this and then whatever. I'll edit it. Okay. Let's go back to where we were at. So, Foxy. If there's humming, we're gonna assume that there's humming. I'll put him below Bonnie. Below Bonnie. I think Bonnie's killing Mangle. Although Foxy had a great entrance for the few screen time he did have, you just defeating Mangle automatically puts you ahead. I think it just has to put you ahead. So here we are. We have Foxy and B tier. I think that's fair. This is an interesting duo here. That's just FNAF 1 Freddy, which was I thought this one. Golden Freddy did not show up in the movie. Neither did Withered Golden Freddy. Balloon Boy, this version. That one didn't come up. Mangle. I have to put Mangle A tier. It's very sad that I can't put her or slash he S tier. You gotta use the kid as golden. Nah, F the kid, man, because the kid's scene was trash too. I would leave it right there too if I was counting that. It says some corny BS saying something. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be in heaven. We're free. I can't hold Springtrap anymore. I don't want to add that. No, F that. If it was a picture of a blonde white boy in here, I would put him there. And then with Mangle, we have A tier. I believe Mangle. The killing spree that Mangle went on this movie was crazy, and the harassment of Vanessa obviously deserves some respect. However, the one thing that does drop her from S tier is that she dies to Bonnie. That she doesn't even put up a fight with Bonnie. Oh my gosh, that's just so sad. Like I wouldn't have minded if like Bonnie like clocked one of her and then like she just tipped Bonnie over and then all of a sudden Foxy jumps on Mangle and they're just giving a beatdown. But 1-on-1 to Bonnie and you lose that? Come on. That just doesn't make sense. Mangle, Bonnie fight scene, like, I'm not disrespecting Bonnie in any way, but I'm just saying, we're talking about Mangle. We are talking about Mangle. So, yeah, Mangle goes A tier. Let's move on here. Phone guy. I'm not going to really answer that one. Although the few people, we'll count this as Henry, even though it's so disrespectful to say, just think of this as Henry. I'm going to say, just imagine this is a picture of an engineer named Henry. The real star of the show, S tier, alright? I would give him S tier easily. He did an amazing job. He's probably one of the main guys that kept the Lord together. Yeah. Is that okay to use phone as Henry? I see we're disagreeing with Henry being S tier. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. What's crazy about that, chat? I don't understand what's so crazy. A tier. No. He's better than Mangle easily. His role, the music box, the lore, the phone call at the end with the extra credits, that was like serious aura farming moment. He's really no, I don't think anyone else is deserving of S tier. I don't know. No. I'm leaving it top 8 S tier. I think the only thing S tier. I think William Afton, we're going to put here. I think William Afton is ahead of Mangle. His storyline in the beginning with the knife and him killing the kid, creating Marionette, that was interesting. Sigmund the suit, aura farming, haunting Veronica? I forget her name. Vanessa, excuse me. Vanessa, haunting Vanessa. That's some serious horror forming moment. Nightmares. And then obviously the ending, which all you guys came to the movie for, you FNAF fans, supposedly. You guys saw where Springtrap and his light turned on. That's when everyone got excited. Oh my gosh, FNAF 3. Yeah, come on. You telling me that's the only scene you're showing for it? I mean, geez, just wait till it gets uploaded online and then you can watch that at home. Like, if that's the only scene you're getting turned to, then I'm sorry to say that's pretty disappointing. I do gotta give her a shout out Freddy. He was not in there. Shadow Bonnie. Okay. I'll give him. Look, Shadow. Okay, A tier, low A tier. His significance is not there. I'm gonna be honest. Whoa, 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 whoa. Booty? Someone was going crazy. Hold on. Chill. What are we saying booty for, man? That was a reasonable, good take. I don't know what he's disagreeing with, but he must not know ball like that. I'm being dead serious. Look, okay, with Shadow Bonnie, let me get into Shadow Bonnie's reasoning. Shadow Bonnie is a very interesting character. Now, he's very simple. Obviously, he's only going to come for a few seconds of screen time. If he even got a second of screen time. Real one saw him in theaters live. Shout out to me, man, because I'm the only dude that be seeing that shit. If, really sad for not even seeing it. I came to the FNAF movie too because I thought they were playing in the credits. I'm Toy Freddy and you... No, that's TikTok music, man. Oh my god. No, dude, he didn't see Shadow Bunny. He wanted to see, what's the other one? I like the Shadow Freddy song. If you've seen that one on TikTok, I like that one a lot. He's like, I'm Shadow Freddy. I'm so awesome. I'm so black. If you know which one I'm talking about, let me know, man. Because I don't want to feel like I'm going crazy. But Shadow Bonnie, let me continue. With Shadow Bonnie, he's obviously going to have a few moments of screen time. It's not like he's going to come into the movie and be a part of us. Okay, chill with the Charlie Clerk scene because that junk gets me mad. Okay, I'm gonna skip Shadow Bonnie because I could talk about the dude for a while. He's a great character. He came out for a few seconds. It was a great Easter egg kind of to throw in there. Circus Baby wasn't. She was in FNAF 2, which is a bit strange as it is. So we get a little Circus Baby action. For the amount of screen time she gets, it's probably the same as Shadow Bonnie, but she would be up there. Everyone loves Circus Baby. Circus Baby is a great design. He knows. I knew he knew what song I was talking about. Marionette. Oh man, I think Marionette goes between. I'm gonna put him here. I'm gonna see what you guys say about that. I'm gonna see. Whoa! Why are we disagreeing with that, man? Why? Just because she's part Ennard. She's part Ennard and she's part Marionette, and she's just this ultimate god of the FNAF universe. Shapeshifter and Soul Sucker and Glizzy Gobbler. You could go on down the line. B tier. I don't know about B tier, dude. I don't think it's that low. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's that low. But that's my reasoning. Marionette. My gosh, the whole movie, the whole story is about her. We have to put her A tier. No, I can't. You know what? I'll do Shadow Bonnie high B tier. No one's going in front of him. That's it. I'll agree with you on that. I'm moving on. Toy Bonnie. As much as I don't want to give this guy any love, he had the knife scene, which is already sorry enough as it is. Can't kill with his bare hands. It's kind of like this, well, I'm going to try and be like William Afton. Here comes my knife. I'm going to kill you. To the parents, and it's not a Toy Bonnie thing to do, you know? I don't think he would do something like that. D tier, no, I can't. Because he does have his moments where he's on some sort of like supposedly demon timing and in the bed scene, I'm gonna go low C tier. He does get folded pretty quickly, but I think he's low C tier. Toy Chica, hello. Toy Chica is going for my gooners. Just playing. No! I was trolling. Come back down. Chill, Toy Chica. She's tweaking. Chill. Hey, let me get a W in the chat if you go into Chica in theaters. W for me first. I'm started. Chica. She had some role with Abby. Why are we spamming L's? I know we all goon to her. So with Toy Chica, it's very interesting in terms of ranking. I think a fair little spot for her would be she influenced Abby a lot, and she also went to the science fair. She was probably, out of all the toy animatronics, probably one of the ones that got the most screen time. I think we gotta, out of all of them, I think she's gonna be the only one that's low B tier. I know that's crazy to say, but if you really think about it, the whole movie, you did, not us. Hey, okay. I'm gonna go off the record by saying this, and really Saddle's gonna be mad at me when I admit this, but while we were in theaters, he made the remark to me. He turned, and as soon as Chica came on the scene, he's like, "My goodness, I've never seen anything so beautiful." And then he proceeded to just he proceeded to slowly unbutton one of his pants before slowly pulling down his zipper. To which I responded, "It is that serious, and I understand how you're feeling." In which I responded in the same way. And then, the rest is history. What do you do in this scenario? I don't know. Okay. Let's move on. Continuing on, we have Toy Freddy. Very simple character design. Real quick on the character designs, I think everyone was stunning. Everyone looked beautiful. Toy Chica was probably the only improvement. Everyone knows why. Jiggle physics was... Okay, I'm done. Character designs were good. Everyone looked good. Although, Toy Chica, you could always ask for a little bit more of a basement. With Toy Freddy, we are gonna rank. He's up there in terms of he has that one scene with the kids where they're all going to the FNAF festival, and he's kind of just cruising along. He's considered as the best costume for FNAF, even though he's actually, hey, I'm an actual animatronic, guys. But he's not just walking around. I think he deserves. I would give him above. Right there. No, you know what? That Freddy does smack the mess out of him, and I don't really like the role he has. Like, none of these animatronics really have a say. They're all like, most of them are mind controlled, so it's really hard giving them a tier list. And then the toy animatronics really don't do anything. They're like, well, they all get folded right away, and they never even get to kill, really, except for Mangle. Mangle gets to obviously be Mangle, and Marionette's obviously the controller of everything here. But really, these guys don't really have much of their own say. They're not much of a kid, really, or like this mind-controlled version of them where they're going out killing. They're more like, okay, I have an objective, I'm gonna go do that. Very robotic, a little too robotic. Whereas, I don't know, I feel like they need a little bit more personality. Boy, Toy Bonnie. No, I think he had a better role than FNAF 1 Chica, so I think right there's a perfect spot. For one of the toy animatronics, I think he does deserve to go up there. Then we have Withered Bonnie. Oh, man. This is... You guys are going to be very sad with me when I say this, but I think he's a very low C tier in terms of his significance into the movie. Beautiful character design. Very beautiful character. Crafted, like, perfectly. They made him look intimidating. But, I mean, he gets shoved in a vent and that's it. That's Withered Bonnie for you, dude. I know they really did do him dirty, like really bad, and I do apologize putting Withered Bonnie's low C tier, but even below Toy Bonnie, which is very unfortunate. But when you're Withered Bonnie and you're as huge as you are, to get shoved in an event, and then that's the only screen time you get is the process of you getting event slammed in your face and being like, oh, well, that's my screen time, and like, oh man, you just I'm sorry. We have to leave him right there. It's just no love for the withered animatronics. Let's get to at least for withered Bonnie. Withered Bonnie's probably the lowest of all the withered, so he's gonna be the lowest C tier. Withered Chica, kind of just introduce herself real quick. I don't. You know what? I'm gonna put her below. I think, the only one below Withered Bonnie. I think so because she didn't really contribute much either to the movie. All we saw was when he ripped up Balloon Boy's head. He threw Balloon Boy's head, and then like the lights shine. There's all of a sudden there's Withered Chica standing with Withered Freddy, but she didn't really even attempt at attacking Mike. At least not from what I recall. I think she had more screen time, but I think Withered Bonnie had a more significant entrance with the vents. I think because he was the only one that introduced us to vents. Other than that, no one else came from a vent. He was the only guy that was like, hey, I'm in a vent. Close the vent. All right, I'm gone. That was our Withered Bonnie. But with Withered Chica, she really didn't give us much. Whereas Withered Foxy, oh man, this is even worse. Withered Foxy, you can't give him too much love because of how slow he was to fight Mike at the computer. You can't. It's really sad. You can't. I would say, does he? Yeah, it's very sad, dude. It's very sad. Withered Foxy, I think he goes. Oh man. I think there's fair. I think right there's more than fair. I mean, how do you? He didn't even flashlight stun him. Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up. We all know Foxy to have this one weakness, and this one weakness is unlike any other animatronic, which is his weakness to light. His weakness to a flashlight, the flickering of a light, how it stuns his one eye, and he leaves you alone, obviously, or he just freezes. But to have, okay, he's there in front of you, everyone knows, oh snap, this is where he's supposed to jump at you. Full dive into Mike. So he's there, but instead he raises his hook. This slow, easily I clear the night, man. He said, Jonathan, thanks to Balloon Boy. But basically, Foxy has a slow scene where he's lifting his hook, very slow, and then finally decides to strike at the last second. And I don't like that, man. I don't like that at all. Where he's just literally, it's still going. Mike's typing on his computer. He's about to... Oh, Mike disabled me. And that's all the Withers for you. That's why I'm very disappointed with the Withers fight. Think about it. Withers didn't even put up a fight, really. The only one that got close was Freddy. He was like this, doing his iconic pose, and he's like, oh, Freddy. Sorry, I didn't see either. I'm going to go walk. Which makes sense. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. But I'm just saying there wasn't much, like... aggressiveness from these animatronics. They were very like chill and very like what's up, dude, and like they were just chilling. Like Foxy's like, we all know Foxy, he's always there in the hallway and he's always harassing you, and you don't want to flash your light, he's boom, and like literally right away, and there is no intensity to that. So I'm very sad about that. Withered Freddy. Okay. Withered Freddy did have that iconic scene where he has his hand over the desk. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that they did that. And he had his little... basically got destroyed to the mask. But, I mean, it's Freddy. I wish they did more with the Wizards. What would you rate the new FNAF movie? Like I said, I think the new FNAF movie... And then it's very sad to say, but if we're going out of 5 stars, I'll do out of 5 stars and then out of 10. So out of 5 stars, I think it's a solid 2. I think it's 2 stars. No halves. We're not gonna do halves or any of that BS. But we're gonna keep a nice firm answer, and we're gonna say a solid 2. It's just missing too much. I mean, I already talked about it from earlier. I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to bore you guys to death with my banter, but it was just so sad how the movie has these holes and this lore that's just like it's almost they're creating their own lore, but they're using like these like terms that's related to the game, and they're like, well, we're kind of throwing that in, so it's kind of lore accurate, and that's what the critics are saying. They're like, this is too lore heavy, and we're not all nerds, so we don't like this. Stop it, make it interesting. Rather, I don't consider myself a try-hard FNAF fan or a die-hard nerd for the series, but I like to have things somewhat organized and somewhat, accurate or somewhat. It's some entertainment. I think there was an entertainment aspect to the lore, but it just lacked. It lacked a lot of things. Character design was beautiful, like I said. Like I think it's nothing with the quality. It's more of the content that I would say. I think they just missed so much more. The fight scene and everything. With that to the side, because it's a very sad topic for me. If you could change one thing about the FNAF 2 movie, what would it be? It's very difficult. There's a lot of little things that make like a huge difference. Honestly, if I was to make a revision to the movie, if it was just FNAF 2 movie, it's a bit more difficult. But one thing I would like to clean up is this Mike and Michael thing. I think it's very significant that we eliminate one of the Mikes, get rid of Mike, and just make it Michael, and let Michael Afton be the hero that he's supposed to be, as like we've seen in the video game series. Having Mike and Michael, like, what are we doing? Are you serious? And then we're gonna have MJ, and then M Dog, and then we're gonna have like, what the heck are M and M? And then you just don't do that, man. Like, what are we doing with all these like playful, similar names? Who the heck is Mike? Oh my gosh, that's one thing I would change. I would eliminate this Mike and Michael thing. And yeah, I don't know why they did it like that. It should have just been Michael from the start. That's what we all thought. You say Mike, we were like, oh, it's just short for Michael. But yeah, so we had double mics in the series. I would clean that up. If I was to add something, if I was to change something, the marionette merging, like becoming this wannabe Ennard, that's another thing I would like us fixed. I think really Saddle would agree with me on that too. With this like Ennard wannabe, like, what are you doing, marionette? Stay in your freaking box. Harass the animatronics. Leave the humans alone. You just don't go into the human realm and start taking bodies. Like, now you're making Marionette this like ultimate character in the FNAF series, and that's when I'm like, okay, like it gets harder and harder to defend your favorite animatronic when you see these other animatronics being able to do so much more. Yes, Marionette is supposed to be more and go into animatronics and maneuver them, but humans too, like, oh my god. And then we're gonna like her harassing Vanessa at the end, like, oh my gosh, for FNAF 3? Why are we gonna see? Why is that FNAF 3 starting point? I don't disagree with the ending at all. I think that's exactly what the fans wanted to see, was Springtrap move and his light turn on, and I wanted to see a laugh. Really Saddle knows why. Really Saddle knows why. Exactly why I would want to hear a laugh. Just a quick like, boom, he turns the light on, and then the first thing is like he just laughs. That's it. He doesn't need to say, "Oh, I always come back" or anything like that. Something as simple as him just laughing signals FNAF 3, and that instantly sparks the hype. I would have even gotten out of my chair and stroked one out or something like that. I would have gotten excited, but it's just when you do that, I don't know. I would have liked to see that added. I got sidetracked big time. If I was to fix anything else, it's just some small things to clean up, but I'll say that much. I think those parts were pretty significant. Things I would like to talk about. Withered Freddy. Let's go ahead and get into that. I think there will be a FNAF 3. FNAF 3 is going to be the biggest seller. The question should be, is there going to be a FNAF 4? Because FNAF 4 is where you start seeing more intense fans. Whereas FNAF 3 caps out. You're a fake fan. You're happy with FNAF 3. I'm done. Boom. Springtrap, good to go. I'm done. That's all. That's what I would say. That's what I'm gonna say. When you talk about FNAF 3, you're like, hey, this is basically peak FNAF 3. I mean, this is peak FNAF series. All you fake fans, they cap out right here. FNAF 3. Oh my gosh, Springtrap. Yes, beautiful ending. You know what? FNAF 4 at this house, and then these nightmare animatronics. No Springtrap, and then he becomes ugly and Scrap Trap. You know what? I think I'm done being a fan. Springtrap. That's what I want to see. So I'm gonna say FNAF 3 will be the final movie that they release, because I think if FNAF 4 will come out, I think they know it's gonna flop, because it's gonna be me really saddle in the theater, and then another fat guy that happens to sit right next to us for some reason that smells really bad, and who knows what has a seizure on it. It's really saddle. So that's gonna be the experience we have with FNAF 4. It's not gonna be pleasant. So I think FNAF 3 is where they will cap out, where, you know, all these wannabe FNAF fans are gonna be like, well, we got Springtrap. That's FNAF for us. Whereas real ones, you know, I would say me and Ryu Saddle would like to see it go up to Sister Location and beyond. I think that would be really interesting. But who knows? I mean, it depends on how the FNAF Kingdom responds to FNAF 2. For the most part, we're already selling out buckets and buying all this ridiculous merch that's overpriced. So I think the FNAF 3 is locked in. Now, FNAF 3 merch, oh my gosh, think about that, man. Think about how crazy FNAF 3 merch is going to be. It's going to be Springtrap, literally just Springtrap stuff all the time. Like, screw the Phantoms, screw everybody. It's just Springtrap. That's going to be the merch. Everything's Springtrap. And that's the sad thing. You know, I do like Springtrap a lot as a character. And, you know, I always root for him as the antagonist. I'm always cheering for him. Which is why I don't claim him as my favorite. You know, always Mr. Hippo, then Glitch Trap, and then I would say Springtrap. But, it's just sad. Like, he gets this weird, unnecessary glaze. I'm going a little off track. I'm going to skip through. Shout out to Sister Location. Sister Location is a beautiful game. Don't disrespect Mr. Hippo before I get upset. Withered Freddy. Whoa. Is this a fake FNAF fan in my chat? Hold on. Ellie, time him out. Withered Freddy. I'm gonna give him. What does he do? He does his iconic pose. Okay, he's ahead of. Is that fair? Withered Foxy. Does Withered Foxy do his iconic hum? I know you said other Foxy does, but does this one? Well, actually, he doesn't. In the FNAF 2, he doesn't. I'll say that. He actually doesn't. My bad. I'm getting a bit confused. So I'll leave it there. I think... he just does his pose, really. Like, he reaches over the desk. I gotta put him over Foxy, dude. I can't stand Foxy, like, how slow he moved in the movie. If you saw me, I was genuinely tweaking out and telling Really Saddle how bad this movie was for letting Foxy be robbed like that. Foxy's known for speed. How the heck do you make him the slowest character to attack in the whole series? It's just ridiculous. And then, oh my... Toy Freddy getting ran over by a car? Rough world. He gets run over by a car, and yeah. Man, such a bad fight scene. Okay, this is our tier list. How are we? W, L's? What are we thinking in the chat? No? No to what? I think... No. Withered Freddy... They launched Mangle onto him. Oh, yeah, you're right. No, but the car does... Oh, you're right. The car doesn't go through the wall. Mangle on the car goes through the window and then knocks out Freddy. Like, what are the coincidences? Like, what is the coincidence of that happening? If I ran the math right now, it'd be for sure 1 in like 10 million. Like, what if Toy Freddy caught him upstairs? Or not Toy Freddy. Whoa. I'm getting confused here. Yeah, I was thinking of something different. I was thinking of when Toy Freddy got... I mean, it's just like bad odds. It's just honestly bad odds. But this is the tier list. I'm very happy with it. Most of the bottom tiers are just weren't in the movie. Yeah, everyone bottom tier was just not in the movie. So we'll say like non-applicable. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. What do you think? W or L tier list? What do you think in chat? I think it's fair. I think it's fair.